Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Lydia, and this is Time with Lydia, the pharmacist. Many thanks to all our new subscribers. This is a channel where we educate ourselves on common clinical conditions. So if you're new to this channel and you want to learn more about your health, then please hit on that subscribe button and also on the notification bell so you don't miss anything that I upload. I gave a presentation recently on the pharmacology of the COVID vaccines at a COVID awareness event. And today I want to share the slides with you. So just sit back, relax, and let's go through the slides. So vaccination is a safe and effective way of preventing diseases and saving lives. They work by reducing your risk of getting an infection by boosting your immune system. Vaccines have been used for years and they are still in use. Before any vaccine is approved for use in humans, it undergoes a clinical trial, and a clinical trial involves various stages. There is a preclinical phase where the vaccine is tested on animals, and at this stage, the safety and potential to prevent disease is tested. Then the clinical stage. Phase 1 of the clinical stage involves testing in healthy humans. Between 80 to 100 people are used, and the dosage is determined, the safety is confirmed, and there's evaluation of the immune response. Then phase 2. Phase 2 involves testing in humans. A larger sample size of between 100 to 1,000 people is used, and this sample size matches the demographics of the population. That is made up of people with different ages, people from different race, and male and females. The side effects of the vaccine is determined and the immune response is assessed. Then phase 3. Phase 3 is similar to phase 2, but a much larger sample size is used. Between 1,000 to 10,000 people are used. Today, I want to talk mainly about the 3 COVID-19 vaccines that have been approved for use in the UK. These are the Moderna, the Pfizer Biontec, and the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccines. How do these vaccines work? The Moderna and Pfizer Biontec vaccines work in the same way. They use the messenger RNA technology, and the Oxford AstraZeneca one uses a DNA. What is a messenger RNA technology? This is a technology that there's been a lot of questions about, because some people think that the messenger RNA can penetrate into your DNA and cause problems for the human body later on in life. But this technology, even though it's new, it's not unknown, it's been studied for about 10 years. The messenger RNA vaccine does not contain a live virus, and it does not carry a risk of causing disease in the vaccinated person. The messenger RNA from the vaccine never enters the nucleus of the cell and does not affect a person's DNA. The vaccine has been rigorously tested for safety. Before I talk about how the vaccines work, let's look at how the COVID-19 virus attacks the body. The virus has spike proteins on its surface, and once these proteins attaches themselves to the healthy cells, they move into it and start multiplying, and then they infect more healthy cells. It takes time for the immune system to recognize this, but once it notices the virus, it sends defense proteins called antibodies to fight the virus. They stop the spike proteins from sticking to more healthy cells and then stop the infection. They also act as a signal to immune T cells, which come to destroy the virus. So, the messenger RNA is a genetic strand that is derived from the COVID-19 virus. It is enclosed into a lipid layer to allow it to attach itself to the host cell. Once it gets into the body, it is translated into the spike protein found on COVID-19 virus. These proteins are then expressed on the surface of the cell. And once this is done, they attract T helper cells to generate an immune response. So then your body has got the immunity to fight any COVID-19 virus that attacks it. So the Pfizer Biontec vaccine is made up of 2 doses, the first dose and then a second dose that is injected 21 days after the first dose. And it is 95% effective against symptomatic disease and 87.5% effective against severe disease and hospitalization. The Moderna vaccine is also made up of 2 doses. The second dose is given 28 days after the first dose, and it is 94.5% effective at preventing symptomatic COVID-19 and 100% effective against severe disease and hospitalization. Side effects of both vaccines include pain at injection sites, redness and swelling at the injection site, headache, nausea, bodily pains, fatigue, and temperature. And you can take paracetamol to take care of these side effects. These side effects normally last between 24 hours to 72 hours. So the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine, this uses a weakened version of the common cold virus known as the adenovirus from the chimpanzee. The genetic code of the adenovirus is removed and replaced with a genetic code from the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Once this is injected into the body, it attaches itself to a healthy cell. It releases the DNA into the nucleus of the cell. DNA is then converted into messenger RNA, and then the spike proteins are formed. Once the spike proteins are formed and they express themselves on the surface of the cell, an immune response is then stimulated. So your body is ready to attack any COVID-19 virus that enters it. This vaccine also is made up of 2 doses. The first one and then the second one injected 28 days after. It is 79% effective at preventing symptomatic COVID-19 and then 100% effective against severe disease and hospitalization. And the side effects include pain at the injection site, nausea, tiredness, headache, joint pains, redness, and swelling at the injection site. And as I said before, paracetamol can help with these effects. And these side effects last for 24 hours to 72 hours. Just note that these vaccines cannot be given to pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers. And children under 16 years can also not have it. People with an allergic reaction to any of the ingredients in the vaccine can also not take it. If you want to know if you are allergic to any of the ingredients, just speak to the people at the vaccination centers and they would be able to help you out. Also note that even after taking these vaccines, you need to continue wearing your mask. You need to social distance and avoid crowded places. Also practice proper hand hygiene. Wash your hands with soap and water and use the hand sanitizer if you don't have access to soap and water. Avoid touching your nose, mouth, and eyes with your hands. In conclusion, I would like to say that these vaccines have undergone the necessary safety checks and they are safe to use in humans. There hasn't been any shortcuts at all. They have gone through the same testing and approval process, just like any other medication. They do not contain the live virus and people with underlying conditions can have it. The risk of getting the virus is higher in those who have not had the vaccine. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have learned something new today. And I hope this presentation would give, especially those who have not had the vaccine, some reassurance so they can go and get it. Please give this video a thumbs up, share with family and friends, and put your comments your suggestions and your questions in the comment section. Also, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and also on the notification bell so you don't miss anything that I upload. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.